All right, guys, so here we are on our last little part of chapter 4. I'm going to give you an overview, just reviewing photosynthesis and cellular respiration with you. So basically what we are going to cover in this, so make sure you would title the section in your notebook, chapter 4 overview, photosynthesis versus cellular respiration. So basically what we're going to talk about is this key concept here. Photosynthesis and cellular respiration are opposite processes. So our main idea, the chemical reaction of photosynthesis is like a mirror image of cellular respiration. Our essential question is just, how are photosynthesis and cell respiration related? Now for this, at the end of this PowerPoint, we're going to make a little foldable, and that is one of your assignments for this week. So make sure you watch to the end and that you actually make the foldable, because then you got your job done for your work here for one of your assignments. So if we're comparing photosynthesis and cell respiration, well, photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplast of the cell using that green pigment chlorophyll. It's a process done by plants, algae, and some bacteria. But mostly, if you remember, photosynthesis is done by plants. That's the most important takeaway. And the reactants are carbon dioxide and water, and the products are glucose and oxygen. And then if we were to look at cellular respiration, it is the release of energy in cellular respiration takes place in the mitochondria of the cell. It's a process done by nearly all life, even plants. So plants and animals, everybody does cellular respiration. So plants, animals, fungi, and most bacteria. The reactants are glucose and oxygen, and the products are carbon dioxide and water. And again, those are the opposites of photosynthesis. So if we're comparing photosynthesis and cell respiration on a global level, photosynthesis and cellular respiration are opposites. So photosynthesis removes carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and cell respiration puts it back. And then photosynthesis releases oxygen in the atmosphere, and cell respiration uses that oxygen to release energy in the form of ATP from food, using that glucose molecule. Here's a slide that I showed you when we talked about cell respiration. The reactants in photosynthesis are the same as the products of cellular respiration. So look at those equations. Remember, I told you to memorize them, but if you just memorize one of them, you will just flip it around and you have the other one. So if we look here, you can see how they're related. I've got up top the equation for cellular respiration that's showing you where each of the things are, and on the bottom is photosynthesis. All right, so this is where I would like you to take out a piece of paper, because you are actually going to be making a foldable that compares photosynthesis and cell respiration. So what I need you to do is take out a piece of paper. You're going to take it and you are going to fold it in half. Okay, so just fold it in half like this. All right. So here's my paper. Fold it in half. Okay. Next, on the top half of it, you're going to write the stuff for photosynthesis. So I'm going to show that to you in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and pause my recording. I am going to do it, and then I'll hold it up so you can see what I want. Okay, so here is what I want. You can see it's just the top written in so far. This is just on photosynthesis. So I'm going to hold this up nice and close. I will be, hopefully you can see it good. I'm just copying the photosynthesis part on that top part of the paper, so that when I fold it, all I can see is photosynthesis on the one part. Okay, now I'm going to do the second part, which is going to be on cell respiration. So I will hold that up in just a moment. Okay, so here we are for the second part of this. Now this is showing you exactly what I want for the bottom half of this. Now it's showing you cellular respiration. You can see that on the bottom. Okay, it is showing you what goes into that reaction, showing you that equation, what are the products, the reactants, and that's on the bottom. Then if I was to just pull this out a little bit so you can see, I've got the whole process, which is the slide, right here for you to see. There we go. I'll zoom out just a little bit so that you can see it. Okay. So I've copied that whole thing just on one side of the paper. Now there's something else that I'm going to do to the inside now. So I'll show that to you again in just a second. Okay, so here we are on the last part. So now you can see, here's my original, okay? Inside that was blank, what I'm going to have you do is this. On the top, you're going to write photosynthesis. You're going to write in what and where. And what I mean by that is in what types of organisms do photosynthesis? So tell me, what type of organisms do photosynthesis? Where is where in the cell does this process of photosynthesis take place? Then I have a section here that says summary and description. So in your own words, tell me what photosynthesis is, what it does. Okay. Then on the bottom, I have basically the same thing, but for cellular respiration. So I've got cellular respiration here. I have in what and where. So in what, tell me which organisms do cellular respiration. Where, tell me where does this take place in the cell. And then I also have here, the summary and the description. So in your own words, tell me what's happening in the process of cellular respiration. Now the very, very last part is the essential question. Right here in the middle, I have the question, how are photosynthesis and cellular respiration related? So I want you to think about that, and in your own words, tell me how you believe that they are related. Again, that's the essential question. So think back about what we covered in this. When you're all done with this, you're going to submit this as one of your assignments for this week. Please make sure you take pictures of both the front and the back. All right, guys, so that is it. Have a great week, and I will see you in the next video.